So I'm gonna go through a fake trade today I took on ES. Didn't take any trades because, like I went over news earlier, we had flash PMI at 9:45, and my trading rules are if there is high impact news past 9:30, I don't trade. Well, obviously if it's not like 1 or 2 in the afternoon, obviously I'll still trade. But you know what I mean. Past 9:30, around that macro time, which didn't really affect the market too much. But again, just kind of a conscious thing. So didn't take a trade, but this was the fake trade I took. So obviously, starting on the higher time frames, we had Asia session highs marked out along this order block. That's what I did in the video before. And obviously, it was very impactful. Obviously, this high was very relevant. And what did we do? Swept this high out, and we were within this nice bearish order block as well. So I dropped down to 30 minutes to mark this out just to make it look a little bit cleaner. I'm not necessarily a fan of marking out like the entire order block, right? Like I'm not marking this whole thing. I'm not even marking out this whole candle. Typically, I'll either mark just this top wick, or like in this case, I went down to 30 minute. Just mark this last candle here. Obviously, it's a very impactful candle. So we will mark that out. Obviously, Nasdaq wasn't really giving us much either. Yesterday had some nice confluences between the two, between Nasdaq about to take line session lows out while ES was hovering at like Asia session highs. So it was giving me nice confluence, kind of like good reassurance, like, hey, we're gonna take Asia session highs and take out London session lows because Nasdaq just took out London session lows. So that's kind of like what I've been implementing a little bit more, adding a little bit more confidence to my trades is making sure to use both indexes because they correlate to one another. So, hey, if we're hovering above here and then and Nasdaq already took this out and started to move down, well, ES is probably going to do the same thing, right? And obviously, it works vice versa too. So, getting used to using both indexes, not just looking at ES or Nasdaq, and kind of getting better at looking at both seems to kind of help me quite a bit, at least with confidence with trades. So obviously on ES, we see we swept these highs out. I was looking for a short all day pretty much because I like the way all these highs looked. So obviously we go down on the smaller time frame, 1 minute, which is where I ended up entering this trade. Didn't have any like real targets. Obviously, I'm not like targeting London session lows or anything. This was a realistic trade, so it's like $10 for me. So 56 to it would have been just short of it. So this was like roughly what I would need to like hit a take profit with the evaluation account, which would have just been short of it. So obviously we see here we got our break and structure to the downside over here. Actually, it actually ended up happening a little bit lower than that, but entered a little early. Entered, just put the short position down, and then I put these stops right above these highs here. I like ES a little bit better. Allows me with like a quite a little bit bigger of a stop loss than Nasdaq, just purely because of the price of it, but also, I do not get stopped out nearly as quickly on ES, but again, in the contrary, it takes a lot longer to hit take profit. So obviously, in this move down, I would have hit take profit fairly quickly. Obviously, if you enter on something right here, it's like $30. Would have hit take profit like right here on Nasdaq, but again, both indexes you could say were a little choppier today. They both weren't really the best. But again, going a little bit more in depth here, we took this obviously, just targeting this like 1 to 3 ish RR. Usually it's 1 to 3, 1 to 2 RR. I target, and obviously today got smashed. So followed all my confluences. We had an hour high time frame draw of liquidity, which you could even say this was the 4 hour draw of liquidity that we took out also. So high time frame, hour, 4 hour, however you want to do, and then we were within a high time frame order block in that direction, obviously. So on a bearish order block right here, scaling down to the 1 minute time frame, uh, we see this breakup structure to the downside within the order block or just above the order block, and then we ended up smashing take profit. So obviously we were fairly choppy towards the end here. I did not like this, but again, hit take profit. So pretty good end of the week. Obviously, I ended the week in red again, which is it is what it is. It's not like killing my confidence or anything. Where just not the best price action. But again, I've been really stingy with one of these trades when with when I'm taking these trades with how price action is. So I'm not mad about it at all. It's just been not going to my favor. So it is what it is. Going to keep going at it. But that's it for the day. It's it for the week. Going to do a market recap and a news recap for next week. Next week looks like a lot of news. So we're going to do a recap on everything. But that's pretty much it.